It's a powder day in the mountains, Uller delivered with the goods, and the stoke is high. We've got live reports from Vail and Beaver Creek this morning with everything you need to start your day off right. It's Thursday, March 10th, and Vail Valley Live starts now.
Good morning, everyone. It is a powder day out there, like Sarah just told us. Thanks for joining Vail Valley Live. I'm your host, Tricia Swenson, in the Eagle Vale studios. We'll be checking in with Sarah at Vail Village, and we'll also be checking in with Meredith up at Beaver Creek throughout the morning. We will be with you for the next hour, giving you weather reports, snow reports, of course, and a lot of other great information on how you can spend your day, how you can plan your afternoons after skiing, and so much more. So we're glad you're with us today. And don't forget, you can always chat with us if you're watching us live on our brand new YouTube channel, Vail Valley Live, or on our Facebook page as well. So that's just a way that you can tell us where you're tuning in from. You can ask us questions about where to go eat or what runs to ski on a day like today. On a powder day, we did officially get 10 inches new at the Beaver and 11 over at Beaver Creek. So we are psyched for this Thursday, March 10th. And then also you can watch us on Comcast. We're on TV 17, that is outside television. And if you can't catch us live, we're always available for you on demand on Roku, on Apple TV, as well as Amazon Fire. So that's just a few things that you can do to watch us. But let's check in with our hosts right now. Let's see who's available and get the report straight from the streets. All right, Meredith, you're by this cover bridge. We've got Sarah at the other cover bridge. What's it like? Can you see the people getting off early? I know we don't open until 9 at the Beaver, but I can imagine there's going to be people getting in line to get the 10 inches at Beaver Creek, 11 over at Vail.
Yes, that's exactly right. This kind of morning, you're going to see the crowds getting after it.
Yeah.
Because there's endless powder on the mountain right now. I mean, it's almost a foot of powder. So those powder chasers are about to be loading off these buses and filling up the parking lots up here at Beaver Creek. Typically, the parking lots in Beaver Creek fill up pretty fast on any day, but especially on a powder day like this. Right here, you're going to see some people crossing the bridge right now, but it is just gorgeous. We love mornings like this. I mean, waking up and having it snowfall is very magical, but this morning kind of felt like the calm after the storm because it was pretty stormy yesterday and the roads were pretty messy, and I will say the roads were still slippery this morning. I was a little bit slipping and sliding, so, best to leave yourself plenty of time, take it slow to avoid pileups like we saw yesterday.
Yeah, definitely. You know what? We kind of saw the snow start in the morning, and it was pretty light. Around 2 o'clock, we had this big gust of wind come through Eagle Vale, and then I noticed the snow started falling, and then out the window of the Eagle Vale office, right around 3:30, 4 o'clock, I saw 3 fire engine trucks. I saw 2 smaller fire department trucks, 3 cop cars, all going eastbound. A couple of messy accidents on mile marker 169, 173, closing down the highway for quite some time. So it doesn't take long for the roads to really wreak havoc on people's commutes. That's for sure.
It's true. I mean, my mom drove from Avon to Vail, which normally takes 15 minutes, and it took her 2 hours.
Oh,
so
wow. Yeah.
It was definitely messy.
I know, and I was going westbound. I just went from Eagle Vale over to Edwards, and that took me over a half hour. I was going about 6 miles per hour, inching along Highway 6 till about the Avon roundabout, and yeah, so it was a little hairy. But let's bring in Sarah. Let's find out what the commute was like from Eagle this morning. Sarah, what did you encounter yesterday and this morning?
Good morning, Tricia. Yesterday, I left a little bit early, so I was driving from Beaver Creek westbound to Eagle. It was slow and go, but it wasn't too bad, but not much visibility around Walcott. Definitely got stuck in one of those snow squalls late yesterday afternoon. The drive this morning wasn't terrible. I was obviously one of the first people on the road driving up Valley early, so took my time. It wasn't too bad, but I'm surprised how many people are already here. Obviously, everyone's excited for Powder Day. I pulled into the parking garage a while ago, and there are already a lot of vehicles, already lots of people getting those powder skis out, getting ready to hit the mountain. So everyone is excited for some much needed and much appreciated fresh snow today.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, yeah, the stoke is there. We'll have you guys maybe talk to some of the people that got up early to catch first chair, or maybe by now about 15th chair. You got to get up pretty early. I bet you there are some people that got here really early for that, because it's been a while since we got 10 inches of new snow at the Beaver and 11 over at Vail. I mean, we've gotten 6 or 7, last week and stuff like that. But, yeah, it's been a while since we've received nearly a foot of snow. And, ladies, we'll let you go find some of the skiers and snowboarders that are ramping up for the morning. We're going to get to a weather right now so people can find out how the rest of the day is going to go. And this weather report brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne, Elevated Savings, just over the hill, over Vail Pass. You can find the outlets on both sides of the interstate. Tons of stores for you to enjoy for the whole family. But for today, scattered snow showers mainly before 4 p.m. And then after that, we'll see the skies is just starting to clear a little bit, and that's going to really cool things down. We'll have temperatures below 0 tonight, and not much of a high today, just in the teens and low 20s. And then for your Friday, mostly sunny with a high near 24, so we're still staying kind of cold, or low 20s. And then the wind chill could be as low as 20 below. So we've got some winds that'll be picking up. So it's going to feel pretty cold, even though the sun will be out. And then by Saturday, we warm up considerably with the high right around the upper 30s. And we don't really see any chances of snow for your Saturday and Sunday. Looking at pretty good sunny skies. So that's what we can expect. And even Open Snow is saying this is all tapering off. We could maybe get 1 more inch out of this for today. So that's what we have going on. Once again, 10 inches of new snow at Beaver Creek, 11 over at Vail. Pay attention to the crawl at the bottom of your screen. That's going to let you know what's been groomed in the last 24 hours. And of course, a lot of that was probably groomed with fresh snow on top. So you're not going to see a lot of the corduroy today, because that snow has been continuing after the snowcats have made their way up and down the slopes. Beaver Creek 100% open. They open at 9 o'clock today. They'll close at 4. Vail will be open at 8:30, and they'll be closing at 3:30 on the front side. The Back Bowls and Blue Sky Basin, of course, close a little bit before that. So that's a quick look at your weather and your terrain report. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have headlines. Hey, we've got a great show for you today. We're going to let you know about some fun things happening up at Beaver Creek. We're also going to be speaking with Trista Sutter from The Bachelorette. They are doing a Bachelor watch party on Monday over at the Westin. And so we'll let you know how you can join that viewing party and Trista's take on Clayton and the ladies in this year's season 26 of The Bachelorettes, or The Bachelor. So stay tuned.
It's amazing. He's talking about motorcycle insurance, and people love it. And of course, they love the savings they're going to get with Geico, but it goes beyond that.
You deserve to save.
Heard that before.
You deserve to save.
I know.
I need you to hear me. You deserve to save.
I deserve to save.
I mean, he has a way of making you feel seen.
Bundle car and motorcycle insurance and save at geico.com.
Maui Jim sunglasses were born on the beaches of Hawaii, designed to respond to the bright sun and harsh glare of the islands, all while enhancing the view. After 30 years, we're still independently owned, and the free-thinking Hawaiian spirit that first inspired us is still a part of everything we do. Our Polarized Plus 2 lenses not only protect eyes from harmful rays, they also make colors more vivid and contrast crisper. Try on a pair and see for yourself. The view's better from here.
Do you want locally grown mushrooms, microgreens, organic herbs, fruits, vegetables, honey, recipes, and more? Sign up for Nap Ranch's CSA boxes now. Feel good about supporting local farmers while nourishing your family. Go to napgardencenter.com and click CSA to sign up today.
All right, time now to take a look at what made headlines in the Vail Daily for Thursday, March 10th. And you could see on the cover a snowy stroll. This was taken Wednesday in Edwards. And that snow, boy, it came in fast and furiously in the afternoon and dropped 10 inches at the Beaver and 11 over at Beaver Creek. That's a pretty cool shot in today's paper. Also in today's paper, Minturn sues developers. Town files suit against Battle Mountain developer companies for breach of promises made in exchange for annexation of land. More on this on page A3. Also on page A2, it's so good to gather. Plenty of hugs, handshakes shared at the first in-person Vail community meeting since 2019. You can read more about this and what the town is doing these days in this community meeting on page A2. Also in today's paper, limited out-of-town food trucks are approved for Avon. The town will also add grab-and-go snacks to the Nottingham Lake Beach this summer. It's become very popular, and it's good to have a few more food options, especially when you're enjoying all the amenities of the lake. Also in today's paper, Ski and Snowboard Club Vail rises to the top at Alpine National Championships. You can see all the results, who podiumed, and everything. That'll be on page A22 as the Ski and Snowboard Club Vail athletes start to wrap up their season. And then on Thursdays, we always have this insert. You can learn a little bit about opera and art and chasing light, the David Yarrow exhibit over at the Gibbs Singleton Gallery, and so much more. That can be found in today's insert in the Vail Daily. So grab your copy today, or you can always go online, vaildaily.com. That'll give you details on breaking news alerts, especially those road closures like we saw yesterday. And also you can sign up for sports, entertainment, different newsletters that are specific to your interests. Now, traffic, we're seeing things slow going right now, so we want you to plan ahead. Allow plenty of time to get to your destination. I know you all want to get to the slopes and you want to catch that powder day. Look at the eastbound traffic going through Dow Junction. That is everybody trying to get to Vail for and the main Vail exit. Yep. A lot of people sometimes just take that first exit 173, instead of 176. Sometimes 176 gets a little jammed up because so many people are trying to get off for the powder day. But you can still see we've got some snow-packed conditions on those roads. So slow it down and allow plenty of distance between you and the vehicle ahead of you, just in case something happens with them. You can always check out cotrip.org for more information on what's happening on the roads statewide. If you're traveling east or west today, maybe going down to Denver, going down to the airport today, allow plenty of time to reach your destination. So that's a quick look at that. Let's bring it out to Meredith right now. She's standing by at Beaver Creek. And Meredith, what are you seeing? Are people starting to make it there already? I mean, they open a half hour later than Vail. They open at 9, but I can imagine people are up and at them already.
Yeah, it is a little bit quieter here. It's always going to be a little bit quieter than Vail just for that 30-minute delay. But we're going to start to see a flood. And by the end of the show, I'm sure we'll see a large line at the chairlift. But, it's a little chilly today. So naturally, I went on the hunt for a fireplace.
Okay.
And just to give you an idea on how much snow we got. I mean,
wow.
Look at this.
Look at the couches. Hey, Meredith, you could almost do a snow angel in the couch. I mean, it's maybe just angel arms.
Really gives a good idea.
Oh, maybe just angel arms. I think that could work. Yeah,
like a North Pole kind of couch, huh?
Yeah, it is. Oh, look at that. Okay, get your arms going. There we go. Oh, it's half an angel. That is crazy. Yeah, you look at it like you're in a snow throne, like something straight out of Narnia or something. Oh my gosh.
Right. It's meant for a snow queen.
Yes, perfect. Snow queen sighting. Oh, wow, look at that. It's the light, fluffy snow, too. It's been really cold, so that's going to keep it nice and light. Oh, there we go. See, that's not snowman making snow. This is champagne powder. Oh, awesome.
Oh, yeah. That's all right.
Oh, good. Hey, we've got Thursday night lights tonight, and I know we'll talk about some Beaver Creek things going on. But Beaver Creek, spring break is here. We're gonna start seeing a lot of families. I know I have a lot of friends from Texas coming in starting Saturday, so we're gonna start to see kind of those holiday crowds come back.
Absolutely. And you know, where I'm located actually is quite a perfect place for those Thursday night lights and just for a little bit of an opera. And it's also where ski school is
Oh
picking up
yeah,
drop off. So you can see all the little skis full of snow. But this is a great area because the fireworks and the ski down happens right here.
yep,
Right
right
along here.
there.
So
Oh, good.
typically these couches aren't, full of snow and they'll be cleaned off in a
Yeah.
little bit. So it's a real nice area to watch it. And then right behind me is the Park Hyatt, and they have a really great fireplace and some s'more making. So that's a nice place to hang out. And then of course, just along the corner is Powder 8. So you're going
Yes.
to always see that full of people operating because actually this strip right here gets a lot of the sun.
Yes.
Sometimes it's hard to find the afternoon sun after skiing in the villages. So you can always start to see people try to find the sunny places to
Yeah.
enjoy their beer.
And there's nothing worse than like getting that table outside and then you don't realize that the sun is about 10 minutes from setting and then you're cold like the rest of the time. So yeah, plan accordingly. And we'll have daylight savings time changing up this weekend so that sun will be a little higher in the sky. So yeah, we can chase the sunny decks this March. All right, Meredith, we're gonna see where Sarah ended up. She's been roaming around Vail Village. And we'll see what she found. Okay, you made your way up. Wow, it's a steady procession. Everyone's going to the slopes, and it's only 7:46 today.
That's right. Still about 45 minutes before the lift starts spinning here in Vail. So I'm in front of the fountain. Of course, it's never too early to think about opera. So we've got the Red Lion in front of me, Almresi and Seven Hermits just to the side. So once you get those legs nice and sore in the powder, you can enjoy a frosty beverage on one of these decks in the sun. But Trisha, there are a lot of people here to take advantage of the powder. There were about 30 people at the Gondola 1 line about 10 minutes ago when I walked over. And as you can see, just nonstop people behind me carrying those powder skis, ready to enjoy a nice fluffy day up there.
Oh, yeah, because we got 10 inches new at the Beaver, 11 over at Vail. And hey, speaking of the Red Lion, my sister and her husband were just here. We stopped in the Red Lion for Opera Ski one day. Nick Steingart was playing, and it was really cool because he had a laminated piece of paper that had kind of his artists and songs that he played, and he encouraged people to, send in their requests. He was playing a lot of requests, but he does a great job, and it was just cool. That's just part of the day. You can't quite just go home after skiing. You got to go in. You got to get, nachos or quesadillas or something, and then listen to some live music. That's all a part of the experience.
Absolutely. And with the days being longer, the sun being up a little later, it's such a great way to kick up those ski boots, rest those legs, enjoy some snacks, and swap stories. I mean, I think that's half the fun on a day like this. Besides chasing your friends and family down in Powder Run, it's swapping stories about who had the most epic day, how many vertical feet you got, how many runs did you get in. That's part of the deal, and so many great places to enjoy that here in the village.
Oh yeah, how much air you got. Oh yeah, all of that. Bragging rights. Yep, super fun.
I feel like the stories get a little bit more exciting after one or two Frosty Boys.
Yeah.
You might have, gotten a little more air, pumped it a little further. So it's a little bit like fishing stories. The longer the day and the night goes on, it gets a little bit more exciting.
Tall tales. Yeah, exactly. I know. And if you weren't there and then you're hearing about it later, then they become even taller. So, and we're starting to see the goggle tans. A lot of goggle tans going around town. So don't forget to wear the sunscreen. Even on the cloudy days, it's good just to kind of protect yourself from the elements, from the wind. It is going to be rather chilly today, so people should definitely bundle up, especially if they're going to be waiting in line, because I think there's going to be some lines today.
Good day for the face covering, especially if you're up on top. I'm sure there's a little bit of wind, and that reflection off the snow gets the sun a little heated up, even if it's a little bit behind the clouds. So make sure you bundle up. I've got a few layers on. I've got the fleece leggings, the ski pants, the Melly, the Lion jacket. So it's going to be a chilly one up here. Make sure you dress in those layers today.
Okay, because you don't want to miss it. We got 10 inches new at the Beaver, 11 over at Vail. And Sarah, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back to both you and Meredith, kind of get the lay of the land, what's going on. But right now, I want to show you a beautiful shot. It's just so pretty out there right now. We've got the great, all the snow, all the trees, just kind of flock trees. Here's more.
Get out, fire it up, hook big ones. We get out and rip it, and we track them down. So crack a Mountain Dew, and get out and do.
You deserve more from your steak. You deserve the only steak that's guaranteed to be perfect every single time. At Omaha Steaks, we're delivering old school quality with a now school mentality. That means aging every steak for tenderness, carefully hand carving, and obsessing over every last detail, so you never second guess a single bite. For a limited time, get 4 free chicken breasts and 4 free pork chops with your order. Go to omahasteaks.com/TV today. You deserve this.
In 1964, television viewers tuned in to The Ed Sullivan Show to see the American debut of a British group called the Beatles, and the world was never the same. Featuring music from the Rolling Stones, the Kinks, the Beatles and more, the British Invasion relives the hits that changed the world. This immersive multimedia concert experience takes you on a musical journey front and centre back to the 60s. They came, they sang, they conquered. The British Invasion, live on stage.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Betteridge. Fine jewelry and watches with exceptional service since 1897, located in Solaris.
Oh, it's a powder day on this March 10th, your Thursday. A lot of people are already on their way to the slopes. They've already gotten there. They already have first chair. If you're planning to get out there, you got to get it early. It gets tracked out pretty quick. We did get 10 inches new at Beaver Creek and 11 over at Vail. So a lot of that fell later in the afternoon, too. So it may be a little fresh. If it falls usually during the day, it's already been skied out. But I think you're going to get some fresh tracks out there this morning. Here's what the National Weather Service is saying is going to happen with our weather for today. Our temperatures right now pretty chilly. We're in the single digits. We've had a pretty cool March so far. Our highs are only going to get into the upper teens and 20s, and then our overnight lows are going to drop well below freezing. And we're going to see some scattered snow showers mainly before 4 p.m. And then things are going to start to break up. The chance of precipitation today is just about 50%. Not much accumulation even possible. Open snow is just calling for 1 inch. And then if we look into our Friday, here's, oh wow, there's the Vail honey wagon truck. There's the garbage truck. we run into that every day. Great live shot from Lion Said. Lion Said, of course, will be opening at 8:30. Same with Vail Village, Golden Peak, as well as Cascade. All the front side of the mountain will be opening then, and then closing at 3:30. Now, the rest of the week, we will start to see a warming trend by the time we get to Saturday. So Saturday, the daytime high, upper 30s. Sunday, low 40s. Monday, upper 30s. So hang tight. It will get warmer this week, but as Sarah mentioned, just dress warm for this because you don't want to stay home because it's a little chilly. These are the best days to get out there. So enjoy that fresh, fluffy snow that we have. We've got so much terrain open on Vail Mountain. You're looking at what's been groomed in the last 24 hours. A lot of people get intimidated by powder, but if you stay on some of the groomed runs, that might be okay for you. So out of Midvale, of course, we've got Meadows for you. We've got Over Easy. We've got a few other areas that you can go to. Swingsville, of course, is always a good choice for you. Ramshorn Lower, Hunky Dory, that's a nice gentle blue slope from Tier 3, the Wildwood Express, back down to Midvale. So you could always just keep it on those. But if you want to go to the back poles, yeah, that's going to be probably your big choice today. I bet you High Noon Lift is going to be busy. And, Genghis, all those. Jade's Glade, all that could be a lot of fun. So head out there today. Over at Beaver Creek, they don't quite have the grooming done, before we do the show. But they usually get it done by about this time, 8 o'clock. So I've got the groomer for you right now. And what's been groomed, maybe head over to, they groomed a little bit on grouse. They groomed Raven Ridge lower. So, and then Golden Eagle upper. So a little combination of that. If you want to have some steeps, that could be good for you. Also, Centennial, the spruce face, that's kind of from Cheer 9, and the upper greens right above Spruce Saddle. So it's kind of fun when that's been groomed with a little bit of fresh snow on top of it. So that's a little bit of your grooming report. Now let's talk about events and activities at Beaver Creek.
Hey,
And
Trisha, before
yeah.
we do that,
Oh.
Dan Elliott said,
Oh.
wow, 10 inches of
Dan,
snow, awesome.
Dan Elliott, I know it's probably nice and warm in Florida, but it's about 8 degrees above zero right now. 10 inches new at the Beeve, 11 over at Vail.
And
So,
he also said,
Oh.
Trisha, did you come home with that Swarovski helmet?
oh, I did not, Dan. I mean, if anyone wants to get that for me, I would love it. The whole helmet is crystallized. It's just amazing. And yeah, that would be kind of funny to see that in the sunlight. I think it would blind people all around me. No one would want to ski with me. But Dan, thanks for chatting with us today. And just a reminder, if you are watching us live on Facebook or our YouTube channel, you can always chat with us. You can ask us questions. Tell us where you're tuning in from. We love our chat community. But let's bring it out to Meredith now and find out a little bit more about what's going on at Beaver Creek. And Meredith, so we've got the Thursday night lights. Oh, you look like you're a reindeer. Nice camera placement. I love it. Or is that elk horns? Moose. Oh, that's so cool. All right, so we've got the antlers behind you. You're right at Children's Ski School. This is going to be a busy spot. And if your kids are good enough, if they're level 5 or better, they can do that Thursday night lights tonight. And what's cool about this is, we change it so the fireworks go off when it's dark. So registration between 7 and 7:30, and then we start to line up, and then you load up the gondola at 7:30. The fireworks are right afterwards. And Meredith, this is really fun, and it's a free activity too, and it creates great memories for your kids.
Absolutely. And I've been saying we got to get our crew to do this because actually, because I've lived here, I've never done this, but
I know.
it happens every Thursday. I mean, I say Beaver Creek are overachievers because they do fireworks every single week.
Yes.
But this is like really cool, and it's actually the only opportunity to do any kind of night skiing, which
Yes.
definitely is big around the country, but we don't really see that here on our mountains. So this is the opportunity to participate in that.
Yeah, and so it's every Thursday, but there's only a few more left. It's going to the 24th of March. So we've got, this Thursday, next Thursday, and the following Thursday. So only 3 more chances to get out there. And even if you don't have kids and you want to see the fireworks, it's good. You can just watch it from kind of right where we're at, Powder 8 Kitchen and Tap, the Hyatt. It's right along that corridor. But even if you're in some of the restaurants, you can hear that boom. And you're like, what's going on? But it's just the start of the fireworks, and it's a nice little show. They come down in that little serpentine formation. They've got the glow wands, so there is light. It's a great thing that Beaver Creek does, and I'm so glad we have it back. And you know what? Right now, they've got Bloom, which is Beaver Creek's kind of celebration of spring, and they're going to be doing giveaways at the ice rink starting at 4 p.m. and at the Thursday Night Lights. There's some extra perks on Thursdays around this glowworm parade celebration. So we're excited about that. And then this Friday, they're going to start their fire shows right by the Frost Flowers. I don't know if that means juggling fire. I think we have to ask Sarah what this means, but that's going on. Saturday, of course, the Fun Fest with DJ Courtney. And then, is Sarah around?
Yeah.
Okay, let's pop Sarah in. Sarah, can you tell us a little bit more about the fire show at the Frost Flowers?
So all I know is the fire show will take place in front of the Frost Flowers. I have a feeling it's going to have something to do with possibly some stilt walkers. So it sounds pretty exciting. It's the same performers that have been in Beaver Creek before, whether they're dancing on the balls or, dressed as different characters. They always put on a really exciting show. So that's going to be Fridays through the end of the month in front of the Frost Flowers, not to be missed. These guys put on a great show, and I've seen them juggle fire. I've seen them with sticks that they're passing back and forth, fire batons. So never a dull moment when they're in the village.
Okay, and then over at Beaver Creek at the Villar Center, we've got Fruition this week, and then Robert Earl Keene. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Robert Earl Keene, but he's pretty awesome. He's Texas born.
He's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I knew you'd know him because you're from Texas, Sarah. I bet you that show
That's
will
right.
sell out. Okay.
I'm so excited. As soon as they announced that, I went online, grabbed tickets. We're going to be in the third row Sunday. This is actually part of his farewell tour.
Yes!
I'm a huge fan. I've been seeing him since I was a kid in Texas. So really looking forward to that show on Sunday. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll have my cowboy hat on, my boots, ready to dance and sing along to some favorites.
Okay, awesome. All right, hey, Meredith, you're taking the escalator down. Where are you heading?
Yes, well, I thought since we're doing all this frost flower talk to actually show. So I was just at the top of the base, popped on these 2 escalators, and here it is. And look how gorgeous they look. I mean, they're full of snow. I feel
yeah.
The artist totally intended to have them look like Powder Day.
Oh yeah, they're so cool. I know they kind of look like palm trees with snow on them. Okay, great. And the ice rink, we open that up at 1. It goes till 8. The ski bikes, that could be a fun thing. I think we're trying to get the VVL crew out on ski bikes too, right? All right, well, ladies, we'll let you go, and then we'll check in again. Oh, hey, Meredith, look at that ice rink. Is that Snow Angel worthy?
Well,
The Zamboni has not been there yet.
it hasn't. It's a little bit like powdery, but I say let's go for it.
Let's go for it. Okay, okay, yeah, she's got to get her camera set up. Okay, Snow Angel Challenge 2022 continues. And if we ever find a nice wide patch of snow that's not been touched by either a Zamboni or the snowplow or whatever, we take advantage of it. We take advantage of it for sure. Sarah, we'll have to get you doing it. Okay, there we go. Yep, okay. All right, we can see you now. Okay, all right. So now, there we go. Using the proper form. You got to kind of gently get into the space. Oh, there we go. She's moving herself up more so we can see. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we'll start it. Ready? Okay. Look at, she's got like the cheerleader hands. Ready? Okay.
I just can't believe that you guys were doing yoga segments in the summer right there. And
Oh, yeah. We did yoga here. Okay. That imprint is going to be there for a while. All right. Okay. Another snow angel on the show. Anytime. Hey, send us your snow angels. You can just send them, put them in the chat. We'd love to see where you're doing your snow angels from as well. All right. Okay, we're gonna take a look now. Meredith was talking about the frost flowers, and that's part of Beaver Creek Wonder, a great installation that went in last year. And if you haven't seen it yet, here's a quick little synopsis of what they are. Here we are at Beaver Creek Wonder. We're going to show you the 5 art displays that are in and around the village. This one is called Snowed In. It's this huge snow globe that's 10 feet in diameter. It's made out of stainless steel, and we've got composite wood flooring. And you can come on in here. We have 152 pieces of tempered glass. And once you get inside, you gotta check out the acoustics. Here we are at Reflections, and we have 26 skis made out of stainless steel and polished stainless steel. The highest one is 9 feet. The whole exhibit spans about 21 feet across the plaza. These skis are into the cobblestone, as you can see, and the whole exhibit weighs 3,900 pounds. The frost flowers at the end of the ice rink provide a little bit of shade during the day, and then they light up the night sky with LED lighting. They're made out of stainless steel and aluminum, and the flower parts mimic snowflakes and flower petals and bits of nature. The tallest one is 27 feet high and weighs over 2,600 pounds. This is Chips, the official chocolate chip cookie truck of Beaver Creek. They'll be handing out cookies at the end of the day during cookie time every day, but you can come in, you can sit in it, you can check out the pine beetle kill wood inside. They've got the turf because it is a year-round truck, but all year round, it's gonna look frosty with these acrylic panels. This next exhibit is called Super G, and it's a giant pair of goggles made out of acrylic. We've got the goggles that light up at night with LED lighting, and then the band is made out of aluminum and carbon fiber.
It's 5 a.m. and
I feel like I can do anything.
We've got apples and cabbage,
7,000 dahlias,
vegetables, and
brisket for dinner.
This is my happy place. We've been coming here
Since 1868.
My grandmother used to say,
Don't call me, don't bother me, I'm going out to mow.
There's a lot of cushy desk jobs out there, but
I make the earth take the shape that I want it to take.
There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. Learn how to make the most of yours at Deere.com.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Live Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact their Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love.
All right, welcome back to the show. I'm Tricia Swenson. It is a Thursday, the 10th of March, and it is a powder day. We got 10 inches new at Beaver Creek, 11 at Vail in the last 24 hours. A lot of that fell yesterday afternoon and into the evening. It really wreaked havoc on the roads, but it's going to be great for the slopes, and a lot of people are heading to the slopes today. Now, what you can expect today, cool temperatures. We're going to not really reach much higher than the teens, low 20s for today. Right now, we're at about 8 degrees, so it'll warm up just a little bit more, and then overnight we're going to see things drop down below zero. We have about a 50% chance of snow, not of a lot of accumulation throughout the day. It should wrap up by about 4 p.m. Those clouds will start to decrease, that cold air will settle in, and that's what's going to drop us below zero. Now for your Friday, we're going to see mostly sunny, highs still though just around the low 20s. We won't see the 30s and upper 30s until Saturday, but it looks like we have a pretty good weekend in store with really not much of a chance of snow at all throughout the weekend. And over on Vail Mountain, we're seeing just great conditions out there. 97% of the train is open. Beaver Creek, 100% of the train is open. They open 9 to 4 over at Beaver Creek, and Vail opens 8:30 to 3:30. And it's 8:08 already, and we are seeing people already in line over at the lifts. And let's take it out to Sarah at Vail Village because we want to see what she's seen. What's kind of the vibe? Oh, okay. You hopped inside to let us know what to wear, right? It is chilly. I know it's cold.
I wanted to show everyone, first of all, I wanted to warm up just a little bit, order my coconut milk latte here at Gorsuch Ski Cafe, the bays. I was just looking at the maze. People are starting to fill in. Everyone is so excited for this amazing powder day. Now, if you're not prepared, let's say you're here for spring break, you might be in from out of state, weren't quite prepared for these low temperatures. Gorsuch Ski Cafe has so many great options. Base layers, the after ski boots, the nice warm puffy coats. And I can't even explain how good it smells in here. I'm usually not a big cinnamon roll, sweet pastry kind of person. I prefer a breakfast, but you walk in the doors and it smells just amazing. So a great spot to warm up, grab a quick coffee, maybe a little snack for the gondola ride up this morning.
Oh, you know what? We were in there one morning and they were putting the frosting on the rolls. And I'm like, oh, if there were no consequences, I would just have the whole pan. Oh, it's just, I mean, it's one of my favorite tastes. I love cinnamon rolls, especially with a lot of frosting. I'm not going to lie.
Definitely.
Okay.
And a great place to meet your friends. You know, let's say you're meeting up with some other folks. Lots of cozy seating in here. They've got the nice, so just a nice place to meet up with everyone and again get ready for an awesome day up on the mountain.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I know we got a lot going on. We still got to get an interview with Liv Sotheby's. We're going to be speaking to Trista Sutter about The Bachelor. We're about wrapping up that series, season 26, and they're going to have a watch party over at the Westin. So I can't wait to get her take on what Clayton is doing with the ladies. A little bit of drama. Okay, so we're going to take a break so we can get our show going so we can get all this in by 8:30.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your live tickets today.
Get more information at VailYetiHockey.com. Go Yeti!
You're probably wondering, what makes these chips taste so good? Here's a hint. It's lime. They taste like lime. Tostitos, get to the good stuff.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your live tickets today.
We're going to bring things over to Beaver Creek now. Meredith is sitting down with Heidi Bentz, and she's with Liv Sotheby's International Realty. Let's have them take it away.
Hey there. Oh my gosh. I've just warmed up. I walked in and I was full of snow. I was like, excuse me, I've just been playing in the snow.
I know. That's what we do around here is play in the snow. And I'm going to play in the snow in like about 30 minutes from now. So not a problem.
Well, that's the nice thing about this location. So we're in the Liv Sotheby's Beaver Creek office, which is just steps from the mountain.
Let's go over the bridge and up 3 escalators and I'm at the gondola or the chairlift. So, you know, and the people are coming up and if you're going to ski this morning, head out right after this interview.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Stay
Well,
with
if
me.
you haven't seen the show, this is one of our favorite realtors that we talk to, Heidi Bentz. And I've actually grown up with Heidi, and it's just so cool to see how successful you have been. And we have 2 incredible properties that we're talking about today.
Yep.
And
I've
let's
been here
dive right in.
36 years, and yes, Meredith is similar age and danced with my daughter, so it's a big family around here, and we love it. And I've been in the ski business. I've been a broker for Merrill Lynch, and I've been doing real estate now for almost 20 years. So I love it, and it's not always in the Vail Valley. I have this listing. It's between Tapanis and Yampa. On Route 3. So you go west on this dirt road and to a development called Five Pine Mesa. There's 10 home sites, and this home was built 18 years ago, and it is spectacular. It's 4 bedrooms, 5 baths, about 4,600 square feet, 3-car garage, and views everywhere, and you cannot see another building.
Wow.
And you get sunrises, sunsets. It's spectacular. See, it's a sort of a really cool property in that it borders the national forest, this whole range property. It does have a caretaker. They just showed the living room scene there. A caretaker that lives on site. That's the kitchen. And just love that kitchen.
Just gorgeous.
And it's got 2 indoor fireplaces. One is double-sided, and then an outdoor fireplace and a fire pit. and then the hot tub at a point, and there's the picture of the hot tub. And you can see that it's just nature surrounding you. So the national forest is probably not even a mile away, and so it's very quiet. And everybody, if you like to hunt, if you like to hike, snowmobile, ride horses, this is the mountain getaway that's the ultimate. And it's being sold fully furnished. There's the barn, but the barn's more like the office for the caretaker. He does live upstairs and has his workshop there, and he'll come and help you do anything. So if you really want that truly mountain experience, you're about 30 minutes from Steamboat, about an hour, hour and a quarter from Beaver Creek. In the winter, though, it is limited access. You have to park your car at the road where they stop plowing and take a snowmobile, or they do have a truck that has tracks on it, and they'll give you a ride up to your house.
Wow.
So it's an adventure.
It is an adventure, and that's so different than the real estate that we see here in the village. You don't have property that you can't see anyone.
No, this is amazing. So if you really want that mountain getaway year round or one season or the other or in and out, let me know. I actually was up there last weekend, and it is very special.
And have you seen it in the summer?
Oh, yes.
So what's your
Summer,
favorite?
fall,
What's your
winter,
favorite?
I don't know.
It's hard to pick. It really is.
I like being outside in all seasons. But if you want to build your dream house in the Vail Valley, just above Wolcott is Red Sky Ranch, which is a 2 golf course gated community, and I have the largest lot for sale that exists. It's a double lot.
Wow.
It borders the 14th hole, and it's a sort of a long rectangle, and it's zoned for up to 40,000 square feet. So pretty much whatever you can dream and build, you've got it. It's wooded. I did snowshoe there a few weeks ago, and it's also beautiful. It's fairly flat, so it's easy to build on. You do have views of Game Creek Bowl, and you're on the Fazio course. So you're sort of in the middle of the Fazio course. And you're about 15 minutes to Edwards.
Yeah. I mean, land is a hot commodity around here.
You can
We
see
don't
the building
have a lot
envelope
of it.
there is in the green, and then the red is the actual land.
Wow.
So if you
It's a
want to see
huge
that lot,
lot.
I can go snowshoe with you, and we can walk around it. And there are some new homes that have gone up in the neighborhood, but this one you pretty much just see nature around you also.
Incredible.
So,
I mean, it is lucky to come across land
right,
like
and
that.
this easy build is not going to be an expensive build because it's a flat piece of land, and the trees are healthy, and you can it's a mountain getaway close to town.
Yes.
And your dream. So, like you said, supply and demand. We don't have a lot of empty land left.
Exactly.
And real estate is moving quickly on certain types of properties. And so, if you're looking to sell, give me a call because we'll get it started. It does take a few days to get the ball rolling.
Absolutely.
But if you want to buy, let me know too. We got to sort of figure out what you want and be able to move quickly if it's within the villages of Vail or Beaver Creek. But I can help you throughout this valley, or if I don't have the knowledge of a certain area, I refer a broker that we work with Sotheby's, and we work together and go from there.
Awesome. So how do they get a hold of you? What's your contact?
Best way is just give me a call.
Okay.
At my cell, which is 970-390-8383. Anybody is in Beaver Creek and they want to take a run with me, I am going to go up in about 30 minutes and to the very tippy top and just take a couple runs so I get back to my desk.
Yes. Well, Heidi is a trusted source here. As you heard, she's been in the business for so long and has lived here in the valley. So she knows the lifestyle. She knows the seasons. And these are 2 remarkable properties. So come check it out. Give her a call. I mean, I wish I was coming to take a ride with you.
I know.
I have since I was 3, and I've taught skiing since I was 15, but now I'm just a tour guide for real estate.
I know. I'd love to do I'd love to tour some ski and ski out properties with you, Heidi. That's perfect. Okay, yeah. Hey, what color jacket you gonna be wearing? Can we find you?
Actually, I'm wearing a bright blue jacket. Even though I have an orange shirt on, I wanted
It's okay. They follow the cover. That's the
Because
Bronco. It's Bronco colors. Bronco colors today. All right, ladies, thank you. Thanks, Heidi, for the tour of that property up near Yampa, and of course, the land.
A call at 970-390-8383.
Okay, call her to go skiing or go to check out property. Thanks, ladies. Hey, right now we're going to bring it over to Sarah, and she's standing by in Beaver Creek, in Vail, where they received 11 inches of new snow, 10 over at Beaver Creek. That's why everyone's so excited to get out there. But Sarah, we've got a lot of things going on this summer, and they've been doing release after release, email after email about a little different artists that are coming to the Ford Amphitheater, which is just to the east of you. So different looking. In the summertime here, it's all green. We got tons of flowers, but yeah, we got a lot of people excited about the lineup.
Absolutely, Trisha. So many fun shows have been announced, really to kick off the summer. Jake Owen on May 29th, one of the top country artists with the #1 hit, and then right into Joe Russo's Almost Dead with lots of fun Grateful Dead covers, their own spins on that. Humphreys McGee. Every time I open my email, I've got another one from the Vail Valley Foundation with some exciting show announcements. So obviously it's 10, 11 degrees out here, lots of fresh snow, but it's never too early to start planning for summer, enjoying the outdoors in a whole different way here in the Valley.
I know. Hey, and I know Maren Morris, I think her tickets go on sale today for her. She's Grammy Award winning country artist. So I love the variety. We're getting some variety out there. Hey, I just saw someone walking behind you, and I bet you they're going to Golden Peak. Because they're looking at that line and they're like, Golden Peak, man. I'm telling you, that's where you go. You're not going to find the kind of lines you're going to see at Lion's Head and hey, take me out of the picture really quick because look at that shot.
You're still
Okay, look at that.
Right.
You've got a lot of people.
A lot of people, but of course the lifts haven't started spinning yet. We've got about 10 minutes before Gondola 1 behind me starts running. They'll load all those people up super quick, and then of course Lion's Head, Golden Peak, as you mentioned. So a day like today, you got to be strategic, pick your lines, know where to go, and get the most out of this powder.
Oh, yeah. And the best thing to do is, well, if you're just thinking about going to the slopes now, you've already missed that window. So you got to get up early to get ahead of the lines. All right, Sarah, hey, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we've got Trista Sutter coming on to talk about the Bachelor Watch Party happening over at the Westin. Stay tuned.
Skiing is more dangerous than ever due to crowded slopes and people skiing faster than their abilities allow. Hi, this is Joseph Block, a ski injury attorney at Block & Chaplot. If another skier or snowboarder hits you from behind and it injures you, you're entitled to monetary compensation. Remember, the downhill skier has the right of way. The uphill skier has a responsibility to avoid skiers below.
If you've been injured, you need to call an attorney to protect your rights. It's important to preserve the evidence immediately. Call Block & Chaplot today at 970-926-1700. We've been doing this for over 30 years and have collected millions of dollars of compensation for injured skiers and snowboarders.
Block & Chaplot has offices in the Vail Valley, Frisco, and Denver to serve you. Your case is our priority.
If you've been injured in an automobile or ski collision, call us today at 970-926-1700 to speak to an attorney or go to vailjustice.com.
Masters of Illusion, live in Beaver Creek this March. The greatest magic on television is now live on stage, as seen on the CW. With residencies in the heart of the Las Vegas Strip, a show for the entire family. Be amazed. Masters of Illusion, March 20th in Beaver Creek.
Xterra, apparel for your active lifestyle. Visit xterraplanet.com today. Enter the promo code CHECK20 at checkout for an extra 20% off regularly priced merchandise. Get more information at VailYetiHockey.com. Go Yeti!
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Carrots Jewelers. creating heirlooms for over 50 years.
We are 5 minutes away from Vail Mountain opening and about a half hour away from Beaver Creek, but the lines are already stacking up. We've got 10 inches new at the Beeve and 11 over at Vail, so no wonder the stoke is high this morning for all this powder that fell mostly yesterday afternoon into the evening, and we're going to see about a 50% chance of showers today till about 4 o'clock. Not much of an accumulation, maybe 1 inch possible as we wrap up this storm. The clouds will start to decrease, and with that, we'll see the temperatures decrease. Tonight, we'll have temperatures well below freezing. We're not going to get that warm today anyway. We'll see highs right around the upper teens and low 20s, depending on where you're at. And then for Friday, still pretty chilly, right around 23 degrees, the low 20s. But the sun will start to come out, and that'll make a big difference. And then our overnight low on Friday, 8 above zero. So that'll be quite an improvement. And then Saturday into Sunday, we'll see highs in the upper 30s and low 40s, and we won't really see a chance of snow for the foreseeable future. Maybe a slight chance on Monday the 14th. But Vail Mountain, like I mentioned, they are 97% open. New snow, 11 inches in the last 24 hours, and quite a bit groomed out there. But you're not going to see the corduroy, that's for sure. So make sure that you know before you go, before you get yourself in a situation if you're not comfortable with the powder. Maybe just stay on some of the front side groomers, something that was groomed within the last 24 hours. Beaver Creek, like I mentioned, opens at 9 a.m. They close at 4. Don't forget, we have the new McCoy Park expansion, and that is just off of the Strawberry Park chairlift. Or if you're coming from Avon, take the Weston to the lower and upper Beaver Creek Mountain Express lifts, and that'll get you to McCoy Park in no time at all. But let's bring what?
Beaver Creek posted the groomers.
Oh, Beaver Creek has got the groomers for the day. But you know what? It's really all about the powder. So we're going to just concentrate on that.
What's your favorite powder spot?
Oh, what's my favorite powder spot?
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell that. Emma's trying to get me to reveal my secrets. I'm not saying. I'll let you know a lot of other tips, but I can't let you know
Also,
that.
Diana's saying, good morning, Trisha. I
Oh.
just love you. Your enthusiasm
Oh,
for what you
thank
do is awesome. I love watching Vail Valley Live.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Diane, we love our viewers. We love when they chat with us, and we want you to be a part of our show. So that's how you do it. You can chat with us during the live show on Facebook or on the YouTube channel. Okay, do we have Trista on the line yet?
Trista's ready.
Okay, all right. So
Maybe ask her when she comes on. Can
Okay.
you ask her to tell? Actually, that might work.
okay,
Tell
all right.
her
Hey, Trista.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, good. Okay, so we've been talking about this interview all morning long, and we've got the watch party coming up at the Westin. And Trista, I remember the last time I interviewed you about the watch party, it was March of 2020. It was just days before we locked down. Do you remember that? So this was, a couple of seasons ago. But so we've been doing these watch parties at the Westin, for quite a few seasons. So it's great to have them back. Great to have them back in person. So Monday night, we'll be watching the show from 7 to 9. This starts at 6:30, and I'm glad that we have you there because we can do the Q&A. We can pick your brain about different things. But let's talk about Clayton. We've got Rachel, and we've got Gabby, right? Because I think Susie went off.
Okay, so I haven't watched yet.
Oh,
So
okay.
maybe yeah, I don't know if we want to spoil it. If other people are like that, I mean, it's okay because I have to watch it because
Yeah.
I have to know what's going on
Yeah.
before Monday. But
I was watching clips this morning to get caught up. But so
I know that it was Gabby, Susie, and Rachel.
yes.
So if what I'm hearing is true, then I think you're probably right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you're right if you watched it. But yeah, regardless, I think it's going to be a really good night of television. At least if you want to know what's going on around the water cooler.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a feeling that everyone's going to be talking about it.
I know, and that's what's so fun. Is just even we get so many people involved of all ages. They're watching this show right now. And Clayton from Missouri. What do you think about Clayton?
So it's hard because I know there was so much drama in this next episode that I haven't watched yet. I think a lot of people's opinions unfortunately changed. And I thought up until that point, I really liked him. I thought he was, one of the good guys.
Yeah.
He, is attractive to the girls. He seems to be honest and willing to be vulnerable and willing to communicate and all of those things. So I'm really curious as to what actually went wrong and
Yeah.
what changed everyone's opinions. But, as always, I'm kind of maternal towards all of the people on the show because it's been, I was on it so long ago and one of the
Yeah.
first. And so I'm just always rooting for everybody to find happiness. If
Yeah.
that's together, then great. And if it's not, I still want everyone to be happy and not be bullied online and
Oh yeah. You know what? That's crazy. When you think about when you and Ryan met, and so we want to remind people you were the first Bachelorette, kind of the original of that series. It started out as The Bachelor, and then they did the spinoff. And it's so great to see you in Ryan's life and what you're doing with the show and Bachelor Nation, and the fact that you kind of mentor a lot of these people through some of this stuff. And it's great to see that you're still so involved and that you're doing these watch parties and everything. But yeah, I'm sure you've seen a lot change, especially with social media, from when your show was to now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I think because of social media, it's really changed. People come on the show, I think probably more so because they want to gain followers.
Yeah.
And, it's unfortunate. It was so innocent back in the day.
Yeah.
I still watch. I still really like it. I really love Bachelor in Paradise because, there have been some successful relationships come out of that show.
Yeah.
And we get to kind of continue along with the people that we connected with. And so I look forward to it, every season and just try to root for everybody and stay positive. I mean, there was a lot of negativity this season, and so it's hard to. I try to also be real. So if you come on Monday night to the West End in Avon, you'll hear me being real and
Yeah.
just sharing my thoughts on the season, and people can do Q&A like you mentioned, on kind of my experience and what I think of how it's changed and all of that too.
Yeah, definitely. And I think people do watch these shows, and deep down it's kind of inspirational. Like, how cool if you could find someone right there and find love, and be introduced to all these different people that you would have never met. There's such a diversity with the ladies this year, or even the guys when it's the Bachelorette shows. So you never know, and I think that's what's always kind of hopeful is it just sparks that love is as perennial as the grass. You never know where you're gonna find it. So this Monday, so we'll have the show from 7 to 9, and this will be down at the Westin Ballroom. And then $20 pre-register in advance. Get there at 6:30. I know they've got a couple of drinks for you from Santa Margarita, the sparkling rosé. You can purchase other drinks if you want, or snacks. And then, so what are some of the most asked questions you get when you do these watch parties?
I mean, the biggest question by far that we've been asked over the years, and even during the watch parties, is what's our secret?
Yeah.
How have we been able to stay together for so long when we met on a reality show? So that's probably number one. And then any behind the scenes stuff, about the producers and the editing and that kind of stuff. Those are always big questions too.
Yeah, because I think it is, how it's edited and everything. There's probably a little agenda on some of that too, and that's probably changed a lot over the years also.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I always say that at the end of the day, they want to produce a show that people want to watch.
Yeah.
So they want a love story in the end, ultimately, I believe, because that's the best kind of validation for the show.
Yeah.
I think that they like the drama, so they like the Shanaes, and they like the Cassidys, and they like Shrimp Gate and Champagne Gate and all the gates.
Gate.
I
know, I've been hearing about this shrimp. Oh, wow. Okay, perfect.
It's so silly. So silly. But, hey, whatever gets people talking and watching the show.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, well, you can watch it this Monday. It's going to be, the show will be from 7 to 9, but get to the West End by 6:30 so you can get settled in and everything. And Trista, we look forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun on Monday night. And Trista, how many years have you and Ryan been married?
This will be our 18th wedding anniversary.
Oh, my goodness.
18 or 19? Since 2003. So
Okay.
what's the math?
Yeah.
I'm getting old.
18, 19. So, okay, for a long, long time. And it's been really fun to watch you and your family grow. Yeah, perfect. Okay, perfect. Well, we're excited for this. Once again, this will be at the Westin, and you need to register in advance for this. So make sure you hop on and get set up so you can go to the watch party on Monday night. Trista, thanks for your time this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, all right, we're going to... Okay, see you there. Bye. All right, and we're going to say goodbye to our gals, Meredith and Sarah in Beaver Creek. Oh, Meredith, it's like 25 minutes from opening, and we got a lot of people trying to get the 10 inches over at the Beav. Both sides of the maze.
And it was not like this 30 minutes ago. This happened very, very fast. Where are the skiers? It was pretty quiet here earlier, but here they are.
Here they
Everyone
are.
is getting in line. You can see right behind me too, Ski Patrol are already loading up and getting up a little bit earlier on the mountain. But I'm seeing bright smiles on people's faces. I'm seeing people bringing their to-go coffees while they wait in line.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a gorgeous morning to be waiting in a line. I mean, they have fresh powder, 10 inches coming their way right now.
Oh, they definitely do. Okay, so that's the scene over at Beaver Creek. Let's take it over. Okay, bye, Meredith. We'll see you do some more Snow Angels. And then we have Sarah.
Sarah's phone died.
Oh, Sarah's phone died. Oh, because it's so cold. It's that cold that your phones are dying. Okay, so we will say goodbye for Sarah. All right, thanks, Meredith. Thanks for showing us the scene. It's a busy powder day out there. We'll see you tomorrow.